Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Helena and this is my queendom. If this is your first time joining me, I am a Liberian. I live in the USA for 23 years and at the end of 2020, I gave it all up and I moved back home. So this is my journey, all right? Over here, I entertain you, I inform you, I motivate you, and I inspire you. I even cook for you, okay? So if you like all that and you like my energy, please subscribe below. Subscription is free. And while you are watching the video, please watch the ad. That way the income generator can go right back into the channel and I can create great content for you. All right, leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. Share the video with your friends and family so they too can enjoy all the great information. And without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, let's start already with the outfit of the day that I can sit down. Full wear. Yes, Mary? Pants and my workout, not workout, my Grand Cook County, memorabilia. What is it, Mary? So yeah, these pants are from Marshall's. Yeah, I think that's 2 years ago I bought it from Marshall's. So Marshall's, and then this is a jersey from here at Grand Cook County. Yes, Grand Cook. I'm repping Grand Cook this morning. Okay, everybody. Hey. So I'm sitting here. How you guys doing? How was your Mother's Day? I hope it was all right. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers. Happy belated. Keep doing what you're doing every day. Keep doing it. Keep pushing. But anyway, so I'm sitting here and I'm thinking back. My gift, let me tell you, one of my gifts is that I remember events vividly, like it happened yesterday. And I remember numbers, I'm good with numbers, and I'm good with dates. So it's my gift, and also it's a cost, because sometimes I don't want to remember certain things, but it's still there. Sometimes I don't want to remember certain dates, but it's there. So I'm sitting here, sipping on my coffee. I had a wonderful weekend. It was good. And I'm still here, so it was very good. So anyway, let me relax so we can talk about it. This is story time, right? Because this story is playing in my head, and I'm not going to keep it in my head. I'm going to put it out. So story time. Story time. This is me telling you, remembering. And this is like 1989. Hey. Wow. 33 years, and it's still there. All right, let's get to the story. Let's get to the meet and greet of this story here. Story time is, what would the title be? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Okay, yeah, how my teacher tried to fail me because he had pushed me and I said no. So then he started to flunk me. Yeah. So yeah, that's the story time. So the year is, look at me, I sound like, the show Golden Girls. That was my favorite show. And Sophia, picture this. Sicily, 1980, yeah, that's me now. Picture this. Harper City, Maryland County. The year, 1989. The location, Our Lady of Fatima High School. You see? Beautiful. So I'm in Fatima High School. I'm in high school. I'm in 12th grade. Okay? I'm in 12th grade. I'm minding my business. It's the last year I'm going to be done with high school. I'm thinking, where do I go? Huntington University to be a nurse? I'm planning my future here. I'm planning. Then a guy comes to work. Yeah, he comes from Ghana. Mr. Abdul, something. That's some of the things I try to forget his name because that man terrorized me. So Mr. Abdul, the teacher of something, comes to teach. Comes to Harper City, right? He comes to teach. So I'm in the 12th grade, minding my business. You know, just to give you a background, I'm a good student. I'm a student. I'm not boasting or anything, but people that know me know I don't struggle with lessons. So, and my father was proud of me because of that too, because I'm an A student. So this is not a student that's struggling. This is not me. I'm not struggling to say, okay, I'm looking for somebody to help me, so I would love to be a teacher so I can pass. No, that's not my situation. Never has been. Never. I do my thing. So anyway, so this guy comes to teach. And at that time, I'm living in Newtown. I'm in Newtown. J.J. Dawson Hospital is right here, and then down the hill, that's CDC and PLUMBER headquarters, because two brothers were living right there, and then the PLUMBER children, CDC children were all living in two houses right there. So yes, and then you cross the road, you cross the little creek, you go to the Cooper's place, Cooper Borden's place, and then you cross the road. And then you go get on the other road, and then there's the store right here, OK Store. I'm describing this place because I'm trying to give you the story here. So there's OK Store right here. So I'm sitting down at home this day. My teacher, who I knew, that's a cool man, was teaching us there. He was, you know, the Liberian guy that was teaching us, so I knew him. We all knew him. And he sent for me. So of course, you know, your teacher sent for you, you better go there where you teach. So I go there, right? I go to the store. They sit in the store. I think they were serving drinks in that store because they were sitting there, like they're sitting at the bar. They were sitting there. So then he's sitting there, the one that I knew now. And then the new guy, who I have met because, you know, he came to teach. So I saw the guy, right? So then the teacher now, who I knew, called me. I'm not going to call the one name because I think he's still around. Yeah. So he called me. So I go there. And then he's trying to introduce me to this man, who I already met, knowing that he's going to be the teacher. I'm in high school now. I'm not stupid. I'm a 12th grader now, you know. I'm a smart woman. I'm a smart girl. So, you know, I know what's going on. So he's trying to introduce me to the guy. Like, the guy, yeah, he just came. He going to be teaching y'all. And of course, of all things, the man are going to be teaching us will be what? Chemistry. Hey! Remember now, we didn't take no chemistry in 7th grade, no, not in 8th grade, not in 10th grade. It's at 12th grade because we want to start chemistry. So it's like already foreign subject. I have to focus. And that's the year where I was partying a lot. And so, I mean, I have to cut down my party to focus and get this thing right. So then he introduced the man going to be teaching chemistry. And also to tell me that the man said he was interested in me. So I'm looking at this man. Who's bringing the message? Meanwhile, the man is sitting down there. The man is sitting right there. And he's telling me. He's the adult now who I know, and he's my teacher too, and I know him, and he's a cool man too. I know him, he knows me, he knows my father, he knows my family. He's telling me that this man is going to be teaching my school, my class, of all subjects, chemistry. And now he's telling me the man is interested in me. I say, hey Lord, why are you going to put me in a predicament? So I look at him and I say, so what am I supposed to do with that information now? The man, my teacher, he come and teach me. He reached that year or whatever. So now he want me. So he want me to love to him for what he, because I love him or because of grace. And I told you again, grace problem was never my problem. So I had to use my head. Because, you know, the situation where you are in a predicament where, what can I say? What can I do? The wife of my boss, that's some music way back when, somebody will remember this. The wife of my boss fell in love with me. Then she asked me to be her lover. If I say yes, if I say no, either way you are in a predicament. So if I say yes to this guy, why am I saying yes for? Because, I'm falling in love with him now. Because, you know, those days we're falling in love. That you're young, you fall in anything. So if I say yes, that means I love him now and he's going to be my teacher and be teaching me. If I say no, that means what's he going to do to me? How are you going to retaliate? So I told the guy that was telling me about this guy, I said, I had to use my head. I said, I will have to get back to you, yeah. Since you just told me about this thing, I just hearing it, I thank you. But let me get back to you. Because I can't give you an answer right now. You just told me. Let me process it. Meanwhile, I was buying myself time.
Because this is a whole situation here that's going to get messy. I could feel it. You my teacher. I don't even know you yet. You brand new. You're from Ghana. They send you to Liberia to come teach. And you want me? Okay. So I told the guy now that I knew that, okay, I will get back to you. Give me 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. You give that 3 days to be able to process it. So in the meantime, I got to go to school and be quiet and do what I got to do and do that. So I guess 3 days the man wanted to find out. Thank you, the messenger. I told him. I said, no. It's not possible. No. I'm thinking, I just say no. And we move on. He found another girl that he'd be interested in, and you move on. No. I said no. He said, okay, I will tell him, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, the other man, I will finish with him now because you supposed to be the one not coming to me to tell me somebody wants me. You supposed to be protecting me and say, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Then you the one who the in-between guys. So by the time I will finish with him now, no, we're not doing it. You lost your respect now. So anyway, I told him, I said, no, I can't love to this man. I can't. First of all, he's my teacher. You know what the teacher asking me? The one who the Ghana. Also, if I'm teaching you, you love to me. I said, I don't know about that. You come and lose your job and can't stick it behind me and say that because of me you left your job. I said, no, I'm not even sure of that. But for now, because you're my teacher, but if I lead a teaching team, I said, no, my brain is not up to that point yet. But anyway, so I told him no. Yeah. Then he didn't believe it. I told him no. He said, I should think about it more. I said, I've thought about it for 3 days and I know it's no and no. So I told the guy no. And because I told the guy no, guess what he was doing to me? He would give the same questions. He said he was teaching, but I couldn't even teach good, sir. And not because I'm mad at him, but he couldn't teach. So he said he's teaching chemistry. I said, hey, Lord, we have to explain something. Guess what he started doing to me now? Yeah. He started flunking me now, failing me. I'll see my grade, like, under 50. I said, no, that's not me. Oh, no. He was failing me. I'll go talk to the man. The man will I did something wrong and I shouldn't be talking to him. Meanwhile, I don't want to take him to the principal because remember now the principal was a nun, Sister Antoinette. And I almost like my business because I was, I'm a good student. So I don't want to go there to put him in trouble. So I'm thinking, well, who can settle this thing here? You adult. I'm at that time I was in my teens. I'm a teenager. You the adult. Let's settle this thing here before it gets to a point. He started failing me now. So all my friends knew now. I said, oh, you say you want a man, oh, that man will fail you, oh, that man will fail you. They thought I was a joke. So I'm going home crying, right? Going home, I cry. I want to tell my pa that my pa that crew me. If you didn't know that, grand crew, I rep. So my pa that crew me. And so this year does not take that to that kind of, no, you want your daughter? What's your papa? So no, so I don't want to tell him. So I'm trying to see how best. I go to that other guy who, I say, your friend failing me, oh. I will talk to him. Okay, you will talk to him. Fine, I ain't say nothing. So my friends, everybody knew about it. So I'm trying my best to do what I can do, but I mean, it was whatever I did. You will fail me. Under 50, like the grace you're giving me. So I went home. I told my father. This was the last day I was crying. I cried and I said no. I would tell my father because this man gonna flunk me and I will fail in the 12th grade. No, and shoot. So I told my father. I said, there's this guy that came to teach. He came from Ghana. I had to break it down, get his whole background and everything. I don't know if I told him about the other guy. I may have. Because that the other guy that was the in-between, the go-between. So I told my father, I said, this guy teaching me, he came from Ghana. And he actually approached me. He said he wants me. I said no. And so because of that, he been failing me. My grades been going down. My father said, oh, really? I said, yeah. He said, okay. Let's wait. That week, I told my father that same week. So on a Saturday morning, I may have told my father that Friday because that week it was going on. This man was serious that week. I think he really wanted to marry me that week. So I told my father that week. So it's the weekend on a Saturday. on a Saturday. By this time, we're not even in Nuku Town now. The time had passed now, the man been suffering me. By this time, we're living around Airfield Road. Yeah, we're right by the airfield by this time. So Saturday morning, I'm home, up. The sun is rising. I see the little girl comes to my house. Asked for me. I said, yeah, who sent you? She said, oh, Mr. Abdul or whatever his name was. He said, I'm going to call you. I said, call me for Wednesday. He said, soon this morning. Me and him never went anywhere before. I never entertained him for any reason before. Why is he calling me soon this Saturday morning? So I called my pa. I said, you remember the story I told you how this man is failing me? And he got me coming home crying all the time. He said, yeah. I said, okay. He didn't want to send a little girl to come and call me. He said, what he call you for? I said, I don't know. He just told the girl to come call me. So he said, told the girl, my father told the girl, go and call him. Let him come. So who born out thinking, say, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know he was thinking that he coming to betroth me, that my father sent for him. We didn't tell the girl to say my father said, so I told the girl, say, I asked him for him. Let him come. Let him come. Tell him, I said, him come here. She want to call him. So my father's there waiting. I'm waiting to see what's coming down the line. This man is coming, right? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. This man is coming to the house. I don't know what he expected to find or whatever. But this man is already drunk. This is my teacher, teaching chemistry. Already drunk. Walking, like I go walking, taki, walking, swaying in the wind. Coming to meet the woman he want married to or whatever. Who you think he come and meet? I don't know what he thought you were coming for. So when he came, he was a little reluctant. I said, come in. He got in. I said, sit down. I just sat him down. I said, yeah. So you said for my daughter? Yeah. So why you sent for my daughter this morning? You know what he told my father? I guess he didn't know what you play with. He told my father for security reasons. Now, pause for 1 second and think about this whole situation. What is security about? He's sending for me soon with the money. What he trying to secure here? Oh, maybe you're trying to secure a future. I don't know. But he told my father for security reasons. My father said, really? He said, yes. For security reasons, I sent for her. Okay, please tell me what the security reasons are for. You want to talk? So I said, you remember that man who I told you about, the man who been failing me. Every time I write a test, every time I take a test, he fail me. He will fail me. You're always asking for essay. He never asked for multiple choice or whatever thing they play. It was always essay. So my answers will always be my answer. So he can flunk me for my answers. Yeah. So I told my father. My father said, okay. You said security reason, eh? He said, yeah. My father said, let me tell you something. Including that man who introduced you to my daughter. That one, he said I would deal with him after. Got out the same crew on crew, they can do that thing. He said, let me tell you something. This should be the first and the last time that you mention my daughter's name in your mouth to send for her. For what? I don't know. You say security reason. And at school you come to teach. If she should ever come home one day crying and say you mess with her grade, I will come there and I will go straight to the principal and I will tell the principal about this event, about you coming to my house drunk, looking for my daughter. I will tell the principal that. So if one day she come back home upset about her grade, trying to you don't even talk to her. You talk to her. I'm coming for you. He said, yes sir, yes sir. He went out. He left. The same way he came in swaying, that he swayed and went back. So me now being a teenager and first grade teenager that I was, and still am. I went to school. I called my friend out. I went to school. I called my friends. I sat them down and said, okay, guess what happened on the weekend? They said, what's it? Lay on us. I said, Mr. Atu, what his name was? Mr. Atu went to my house, so he sent for me. I gave them the whole detail and narrated the detail to tell how my father did The only thing the children got out of it was for security reasons. That was the only thing they got out. So Monday we're sitting down in class. Guess who comes to show up? Like nothing happened. Mr. whatever his name was. So he entered the class because I already told the people now, so we were quiet. As soon as the man step in, before you could say good morning and whatever you want to say, somebody in the back here for security reasons. So you, my head behind it. The other person echo for security reason. Oh, so the man is speaking for security reason. Oh, you hear somebody on the other side for security reason. The man couldn't even talk again. The man was quiet. Now, my saving grace was this. We're allowed to choose a class. Yeah, we got to that point where they say choose. You know what I did? I dropped that man. All the classes that he was teaching at chemistry and whatever else you could choose, I dropped it. I said I don't need it. Because I don't want to ever sit in his class. I don't want to deal with him. No. So I dropped his class. So that thing affected me because I never did chemistry again. So I never even knew I could be good at chemistry until I was in the USA, going to school, trying to get my bachelor's in nursing. I had to do chemistry. I had to do 2 semesters of chemistry, and I was trying to avoid that. I wouldn't have gotten my bachelor because that brought by the whole history of Mr. chemistry saga. So, but thank God I was able to take it with this lady, this white lady, and I did great with the 2 classes. So you see that man, he was trying to mess up my future. Yeah. So it may be funny in the story, but it's not funny because it can happen. It can happen. You got the guy there and the teacher there and the student. What is the student supposed to say to you? You put them in a predicament. They say yes. They say no. What are they supposed to say? They can't say yes because you teach all they're fresh, so they might say yes. Or if they'll be brave, like me, they will say no, and then you mess with their grade. Or what if they were struggling already, and then you can't say you want them? Obviously, they will say, okay, just so you can help me with grade. So yeah, it may be funny that, like, imagine 33 years is still something that's part of my psyche, and I still think about it. Yeah. So it was supposed to be funny, but it's not even laughable. It's serious. And the father, he was not even fancy. No, he was not. Let me describe him. He was tight. When they say tight, small man, tight. Skinny tight. He got to the country, the people daughter, type of daughter say you want. But anyway, that's it. That's the story time over there. This how my teacher put me in a predicament, he already put me in a predicament. And what do I say? Yes, no, I was in a dilemma. It was a struggle right there. Yeah, and how my father dealt with him, and I was so proud of that man when he stood up for me, like, oh, thank you. Yeah, my father, no, don't play with that man. Don't play with that man, his daughter, I'm begging you. What? The promising daughter you walk out to, what you want to wear? Oh, then few months, a little bit later, I heard that he impregnated one girl, not too far from the neighborhood. So I said, oh, why is security reason why he said for me, so you could impregnate me? Does he even realize how fearful I was of pregnancy and intimacy? Does he even realize that? How fearful I was? But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you got any stories, drop it down. I will be telling you some stories because they bring, keep up with me a lot. Some things I choose to forget. Yeah, that's how my father stood up for me. That's how I stood up for myself by telling my father, this man does this, da. And my friend stood up for me by already bullying that man. Yeah, but yeah, he started it. Anyway, peace out. Be blessed, be a blessing. And if you're a teenager or whatever watching it, don't be afraid to tell an adult. Tell an adult if a teacher comes to you and say they want you. Go to the principal and tell the principal. If the principal wants you, who owns school, tell that person. Don't be afraid to tell somebody. Tell your parents. Don't be afraid to tell your parents. And parents, when your student, when your teacher, when your student, when your child tells you, don't say because a child so they lying. Investigate. Investigate. Know your child. My father knew me. My father knew I'm not a liar. My father knew I'm not a liar. My father knew I'm a smart student. So he said, this is the man's fault. So he deal with him accordingly. Yeah. But anyway, I hope you learn a thing or two from this story. If you got your own, drop it down below. But we'll be doing most story times because I'm playing it in my head. I gotta let it out.